Hello, and thank you for joining me today on this beautiful Monday evening. I am Tristan James, and you are watching the Chain Gang Sports coverage of Logan Rogersville versus Reed Spring. We just finished up our national anthem here in Logan Rogersville, and we're about to start our baseball game today. But it's a pretty good day for some baseball. Sunny weather with some temperatures in the 60s this evening. But the Wildcats come into today's game with a record of 13 wins and 4 losses, averaging 5.4 runs per game and allowing only 3.4 runs per game. The visiting Reed Spring Wolves bring a record of 4 wins and 9 losses to the table themselves. The former Big 8 East rivals have played each other 16 times since 2009. The Wildcats have walked away victorious in 15 of those matchups, winning all 7 of the most recent contests between the two. The Reed Spring starting lineup today looks like their leadoff hitter is number 2, shortstop Blake Siege, catcher number 10, Isaac Hayes, first baseman number 4, Jackson Gregg, pitcher Cash Myers, third baseman Brack Kuzort, left fielder MJ Bridges, right fielder Lucas Wattenbarger, second baseman Caden Evans, and center fielder Lucas Hudson. The Wildcats lineup today is Cash Clark in center, Jackson Parent at second base, Cooper Wagner in right, Tegan Trent behind the dish, Jack Sutherland is our DH today, Charlie Greer is at third base, Nate Akins is at short, AJ Muncie is in left, and Braden Kent is at first base with Cole Evans on the mound today. Cole Evans has finished his warm-up pitches, and Blake Siege, the leadoff hitter for the Wolves, steps up to the plate to take his first at-bat of the day. The umpire gives the play signal. We are officially underway now, and here's the pitch from Cole Evans. It is a rope into left field. It's going to get fair. It's going to get fair past the left fielder back to the wall. Leadoff hitter is going to turn and run to second. Looks like the ball got under the fence. It is a ground rule double. Ball rolls under the gate in left field to lead us off. First pitch double from Blake Siege for the Reed Spring Wolves. Got a runner on second base now with nobody out for the Wolves. It's a good pitch to start out for Cole Evans there. Just roped into the left field for the leadoff man. Up to bat now for the Wolves, it's Isaac Hayes. Here's the pitch from Evans. It's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there to start the at-bat from Evans. Got an 0-1 count now with a runner on second base and nobody out to start the inning for the Wildcats. Evans has a sign, and here's the pitch again. Called strike on the inside corner there, nothing in 2. Nothing in 2 count to Isaac Hayes with a runner on second, nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And here's the pitch from Evans again. It's a little fly ball into right field. Looks like Wagner's under it. Makes the catch. Runner at second tags up but does not advance. Got 1 out for the Wildcats now after the fly out from Isaac Hayes. Good pitching from Cole Evans there. 3 pitches. All 3 were strikes. The third one was put into play. Like to see more of that out of Cole Evans, but up to the dish now is a 3-hole hitter, Jackson Gregg, the first baseman for the Wolves. Evans gets his sign from Trent, our catcher today. Comes set, checks on his runner at second base, and delivers the pitch. Got a strike right down the middle of the plate. Good pitch there to start out. 0-1 count now, 1 out with a runner on second. Evans is being very cautious of that runner on second base right now. Shortstop Nate Akins holding him on. Here's the pitch. Got a foul ball straight back over the net. Nothing in 2. Lots of strikes here from Evans so far. Love to keep it up. 0-2 count with 1 out. Runner on second and the top of the first inning. Evans comes set after getting his sign. Checks on his runner again, and here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Good 0-2 pitch there. What a block from Tegan Trent to keep it in front and keep that runner at second base. 1-2 count now, 1 out, runner on second. Jackson Gregg still at the dish here, looking to poke one in the outfield, maybe score the first run of the game for the Wolves here. And here's the pitch. Another ball in the dirt, good block from Tegan again. 2-2 count now. Gregg's worked it back even for him. Evans getting his sign again in the 2-2 count. And here is the pitch. little outside. Tegan Trent back picks to second base and hits the runner diving back into second. Runner is safe. Took a bit of an aggressive secondary lead there, and Tegan drilled him for it. 3-2 count now. Full count, excuse me, with one out, runner on second base. Evans looking to put him away here. And here's the pitch. Got a liner into the gap into left center field, or right center field, excuse me. Cut off by Cash Clark, thrown back into Braden Kent, who cuts it off, and the runner scores. It's a long single for Jackson Gregg, but it does score a run for the Wolves. It's a 1-0 game for the Wolves now in the first inning with one out.
The pitcher, Cash Myers.
One run in for the Reed Spring Wolves this inning so far, and up to bat now is the pitcher, Cash Myers. Runner at first base is Jackson Gregg after the RBI single. It's a strike from Cole Evans to start the at-bat here. Comes set again, and the delivery. He's got a little foul ball there, tapped in front of the plate. 0-2 count now. 0-2 count. One runner on, one run in already here for the Wolves in the first inning. Cole Evans is looking for a strikeout or a quick ground ball that he can turn into a double play here. He's got a sign, and here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Swing and a miss from Cole Evans there to keep the runner at first base and make it a second out. 2 outs now for the Wildcats with a runner on first and still one run in for the Wolves here. Up to bat now is Brack Kuzort, the third baseman for the Wolves. At first base, still Jackson Gregg, RBI single earlier in this inning. And here's the pitch from Evans. It is skied way up in the air. It might get out of play. Third baseman's making a play, gets into the dugout. Almost had an opportunity for it, but got a little too far for Chuck's reach. 0-1 count to Brack Kuzort, third baseman for the Wolves. Cole Evans is definitely filling up the strike zone so far this inning. It's definitely a good thing to see. I know there's one run on the board, but it's from hitting the baseball. You like to see him filling up the strike zone. 0-1 count here to start this guy, so let's see if he can do it again. And here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Jackson Gregg scurries back to first base. 1-1 count. Brack Kuzort ready to take his 1-1 pitch here. Evans has his sign, checks on his runner at first, and he's ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss there for Kuzort. 1-2 count now. Cole Evans ahead here. One run in for the Wolves already. It's a 1-0 lead for him in the top of the first. Got 2 outs, a runner on first and a 1-2 count. Cole Evans comes set after getting his sign from Tegan, and here's the pitch. It's a foul ball, hits the batter. Foul ball. 1-2 count still. Good pitch from Cole Evans. See if he can do it again here. And get the Wildcats in the dugout and ready to swing the sticks for the first time today. Gregg takes his lead off at first. And Evans has his pitch. And here it is. It's a swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup a little low there, but it was a pretty good pitch there. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and the third out. Wildcats will rotate into the dugout and prepare to swing the sticks for the first time today, as we watch the Reed Spring Wolves pitcher, Cash Myers, roll out, ready to throw his 8 warm-up pitches and get the Wildcats rolling on their offensive day so far. Alrighty, the Wolves catcher called for balls in, which means that our pitcher for the Wolves, Cash Myers, is about finished up with his warm-ups. Looks like we got probably one or two more here. This is probably the last pitch. Catcher's throwdown looks like a pretty good one. One hop to second. And here walks up our leadoff man, Cash Clark, the center fielder.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Wildcats, the center fielder, Cash Clark.
Cash Clark ready to start his offensive day here. As the leadoff man looking to get the Cats' offense rolling. Here's the pitch for Myers. And it's roped into the outfield for a leadoff single on the first pitch for Cash Clark. And it gets by the left fielder. He's going to advance to second base. It is a leadoff single and an error for Cash Clark to start today. Quick runners for both teams. First pitch double for the Wolves as well as a first pitch single and an error. Leadoff man both ending up on second base for both teams today. Runner on second base here for the Wildcats. Up steps Jackson Parent to the dish, our second baseman today, looking to drive in Cash Clark to tie this game up here early. Myers has his sign come set, checks on Clark over at second base, and the pitch, Jackson squares to bunt, who gets it down, but it's going to get a little foul. 0-1 count now. 0-1 count here for Jackson Parent. Cash Clark on second base after the leadoff single into left field as well as an error. Ball got by the left fielder, which allowed Cash Clark to move up to second. Jackson Parent, 0-1 count, ready to take his second pitch of the at-bat. Squared away to bunt on the first pitch, bunted it just foul. And here is the pitch from Myers. Parent squares away to bunt again. Yes, he did go, but he missed, so it is a 0-2 count. 0-2 count after the failed bunt attempt from Parent. Got to battle up here. Move up a runner. Keep the offense rolling. Myers looks into the 0-2 count with Cash Clark on second base. Pretty good lead over there, being held on by the second baseman right now. And Myers delivers the pitch to Parent, who swings and misses. It is the first out of the Wildcats' offensive day so far. One out with a runner on second for the Wildcats. Stepping up to the plate now is Cooper Wagner, the right fielder. Cooper Wagner, the right fielder, stepping up to the dish. Cooper Wagner comes into today's game with a .318 batting average. Currently third on the team. It's a called strike at the top of the zone there. Called strike at the top of the zone. 0-1 count here for Cooper Wagner with a runner on second and one out. Cash Clark taking a good lead at second, trying to score on anything in the outfield. Cooper Wagner trying to make that happen. Myers has his sign, and here's the pitch. Looked a little inside to me, but umpire says it's a strike. It's an 0-2 count now. 0-2 to Cooper Wagner with one out and one on here in the bottom of the first inning. Wildcats are down 1-0 so far. Myers has his sign, comes set. Cash Clark's being held on pretty aggressively at second. And here's the pitch. And it drills Cooper Wagner. The 0-2 pitch drills him. It looked like in the foot. He gets first base. It's a good way to race an 0-2 count for Cooper. Runners at first and second now with one out. And stepping up to the dish, now we're going to have Tegan Trent, the catcher. Tegan Trent walks up to the plate now with runners at first and second and one out, ready to drive in a couple runs and potentially give the Cats a lead here with a ball in the gap. Got a little bit of wind blowing out to right center field, excuse me. Cooper Wagner at first, Cash Clark at second, one out. Tegan Trent up to bat. Here's the first pitch to him with one out. And it is skied into center field. It might drop, but it's going to be caught by the center fielder. Cash Clark's going to look like he tags up, but he's going to scurry back to second. Two outs now. Runners still at first and second after the fly out for Tegan Trent.
Now batting the designated hitter, Jack Sutherland.
Jack Sutherland up to the dish now, the designated hitter. Still runners at first and second for the Wildcats with two outs now. Jack Sutherland looking to get some RBIs here, put a ball in the gap, give the Cats a tie game or potentially a lead. Here's the pitch from Myers. It's going to be a called strike on the outside half. Looked like a pretty good pitch to hit, but first pitch of the at-bat. See one you like first. He's ready to take his second pitch here. Cash is still being held on pretty good over there at second. They don't want him getting too big of a lead. But we have the pitch here from Myers, which is going to be a little outside there. It's a 1-1 count now with a 1 runner at second, 1 runner at first, and 2 outs. Jack Sutherland up to the dish, looking to get a couple RBIs here. Myers has his sign, ready to deliver the pitch. Potentially keep this a 1-0 game for the Wolves. Like a called strike on the outside corner. Looks pretty low and pretty outside for me, but umpire calls it a strike nonetheless. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs now. Jack Sutherland's got a fight up there with this 1-2 count. Umpire's got a pretty wide zone today. Myers has his sign, and he's ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Looked like about the same pitch that was called a strike last time, but this time it's called a ball. 2-2 count now with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on here for Jack Sutherland. Lots of 2s. See if he can put a ball in the gap to give himself a double and score 2 runs here. Got a ball outside. He's worked it back full two again, full count again. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Runners are going to be moving on this pitch. Put a ball in the outfield, definitely scores 1. Depending on where you hit it, might score 2 with both runners moving. Ready to deliver the full count pitch is Myers, and here it is. Both runners take off, and it's a swing and a miss. It's a swing and a miss from Sutherland to give him the 3rd out. No runs come across the plate. 2 are left on for the Wildcats this inning. Cole Evans is going to walk back out there and potentially keep this a 1-run game to give the Wildcats another chance to tie it up in the second. But for now, Cole Evans is going to take care of the Wolves in the top of the second inning here. He's going to walk out there. He's going to get 5 warm-up pitches after the scoreless bottom of the first for the Wildcats. But we did have a single and a hit by pitch for the Wildcats there, so it was not a super quick inning. Made the pitcher work a little bit, so there's definitely some good takeaways there. Lots of baseball left to be played as well. Evans is getting his quick warm-up pitches in. Got a couple more here, and the Wolves are going to head back out there for their second inning of work. Tegan Trent's throwdown was on the money. Pretty good throw directly to our shortstop, Nate Akins. MJ Bridges, the left fielder, leading off this inning for the Wolves. Cole Evans had a pretty solid first inning. 1 run across the plate, but 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Just had a couple hits allowed. Nothing to be worrisome about. First pitch here is grounded to our third baseman, Jack Sutherland. I mean, not Jack Sutherland. Charlie Greer fields it and then makes a throw that gets under the glove at first base of Braden Kent, fielded by Tegan, who fires it to second, who gets him anyway. It's a chaotic play there. We had a ground ball to Charlie Greer, who fielded it well, made the throw across the diamond, just barely got under the glove of Braden Kent, but good thing Tegan Trent was there backing it up, fielded the ball, and made the throw to second base to get the runner trying to advance. 1 out here for Cole Evans. 1 pitch, 1 eventful out. Up to the plate now is Lucas Wattenbarger, number 5. He swings and misses at the first pitch here. 1 out for the Wolves. And Cole Evans has his sign. Here's his pitch. It is fouled back to the net. 0-2 count now with no runners on and 1 out here for the Wildcats. Still a 1-0 game with the Wolves leading here in the top of the second. Lots of baseball to go, though. Evans is ready to deliver his 0-2 pitch here. And it's grounded to Charlie Greer again. Fields it cleanly, makes a good throw over to first, and it's scooped up by Braden Kent. There's a little one hopper over to first base, fielded cleanly by Braden to get the second out. It's a good pitch from Cole Evans to get a ground ball, and a good play from Charlie Greer to back up his pitcher and make sure he got the out. It's a good one-hop throw over to first base and way for Braden Kent to stick with it. Up to the dish now is Caden Evans, the second baseman. Here's the pitch from Evans. Swing and a miss there. We have an Evans v. Evans matchup right now, pitcher versus hitter. Currently, Evans is winning. 0-1 pitch here, coming with 2 outs from Cole Evans. It's a ball in the dirt. 1-1 count now. 1-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on, and no runs across here for the Wildcats. We have had a quick inning so far here for Cole Evans on the bump. The pitch again is a ball in the dirt. 2-1 count now. 2-1 count to our hitter, Caden Evans, the second baseman for the Wolves today. Cole Evans comes set after getting his sign, and he delivers his pitch again. It's a called strike on the outside half. That was a really good pitch there. Brought it back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Ready to deliver this 2-2 pitch here, and here it is. Another ball in the dirt, full count now. 3-2 pitch coming up here with 2 outs. Full count pitch here from Cole Evans with 2 outs, and here it is. It's a called strike on the outside corner. That ends the inning for the Wolves. It's a strikeout from Cole Evans to send the Wildcats back into the dugout for their second inning of offense. Looking to tie this game up in the bottom of the second. Good inning of work for Cole Evans, getting a strikeout, a ground out, and then a kind of ground out-ish type of play on the first batter of the inning. But nonetheless, 3 batters, 3 outs. It worked out. Wildcats are back in the dugout preparing to swing the sticks for the second time today. Myers is walking back out there, or is already on the mound warming up again. The Wolves are going to look to keep this a 1-0 game to their advantage. Alrighty, the Wolves pitcher has finished his 5 warm-up pitches. Leading off this inning, we've got number 8, Charlie Greer.
Third baseman, Chuck Greer.
Chuck's walking up to the dish for his first at-bat of the day, our third baseman today. Looking to be a leadoff man for the Wildcats and get their inning started, potentially be the tying run. Here's the pitch from Myers, first pitch of the inning. It is grounded over to third base. Third baseman fields it cleanly, fires it to first base. It pulls the first baseman off the bag. Chuck's going to take off to second, gets by him. He's going to take off to third. No, he's not. He's going to slam on the brakes and scurry back to second base. It is a error for Charlie Greer to advance to second base. We got an E5 there. Runner on second here, and nobody out to start the Wildcats' second inning. Nate Akins, number 12, our shortstop today, is walking up to the dish with Charlie Greer on second base after the ground out, or the ground ball to third base that resulted in a throwing error. The ball got by the first baseman all the way down the right field line and allowed him to scoot up to second base, putting him in scoring position with no outs for Nate Akins here. Greer being held on pretty good at second base, but here's the pitch. Swung at and missed by Akins. 0-1 count here. 0-1 count to our shortstop. Little's giving him some signs. He's got to step out and check his wristband, see what is being communicated to him. He's got his sign, and he's going to be ready to do his job, take his hacks, whatever he's been told to do. Pitcher comes set here. And he's ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch with a runner on second for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Akins squares to bunt. He gets it down the third base line. It's going to drop. Akins is taken off to first. Pitcher can't field it cleanly, and everyone's safe. Chuck's able to move up to third. Akins gets to first base on the, we'll call it a bunt single. It was a really good bunt there. He probably would have been safe even if the pitcher makes that play. But we're going to call that a bunt single for Nate Akins. It's a very good bunt down the third base line, and he started booking it to first. He probably would have gotten there either way, but the ball was not fielded cleanly by the pitcher, which allowed everyone to be safe. Wolves catchers calling out some first and third scenarios here, making sure everyone knows what they're doing should there be a steal situation. But up to the plate now, we have A.J. Muncy, our left fielder. A.J.'s got 2 runners on and nobody out. Here's the pitch to him, and he ropes it into the outfield. It's going to be an RBI for A.J. Muncy to tie the game. It's a screamer just over the shortstop's head into the left center field for a single. It's a good RBI single from A.J. Muncy there to tie the game at 1 apiece. Now we've got runners at first and second base with still nobody out here, and it's a tie ball game. Up to the plate now is our first baseman, number 19, Braden Kent. Braden Kent's got 2 runners on and nobody out still. We've got Nate Akins over at second base, as well as A.J. Muncy at first. Here's the pitch. BK squares to bunt. He gets it down the third base line, too. This time it's fielded cleanly, but the pitcher doesn't know where to go. Nobody's at first base. Everyone's safe again. Another good bunt down the third base line, this time fielded cleanly, but nobody was at first to cover the throw. BK made it to first base just fine. So now we have bases loaded with nobody out here. Bases loaded, nobody out, in a 0-0 count. Stepping up to the plate now is Cash Clark for his second at-bat of the day. Here's the pitch. It is fouled straight back to the net. We got a 0-1 count now for Cash. It's a 1-1 ball game, bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the second here for the Wildcats. Cash Clark is up to bat in a 0-1 count. Our pitcher Myers for the Wolves is delivering his 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a ball on the outside corner. Looked pretty close, but it's called a ball nonetheless. It's a 1-1 count here. Got Braden Kent at first base, A.J. Muncy at second. Third base, we've got Nate Akins. Here's the pitch from the Wolves pitcher again. It is going to be skied straight up into the air on the infield. It's going to be called infield fly rule. Cash Clark is out, but the ball's not caught. Nobody advances. Clark is out nonetheless. It is a fly out for the infield fly rule. Stepping up to the plate now is Jackson Parent. Jackson Parent comes up to the dish with 1 out and bases loaded. 1 run already in for the Wildcats, looking to make that more, give them the lead here in the second inning. Jackson Parent struck out his first time up. It's a ball high for the first pitch to him. He's ready to drive in some runs here. Got a pretty good gap into right center. If he can poke one through there, it might score 3. But here's the pitch delivery to him. It's going to be skied straight up in the air on the infield again. It's going to be another infield fly rule call. Back-to-back infield flies with the bases loaded and nobody out for the Wildcats has now made it 2 outs here with Cooper Wagner stepping up to the plate.
Now batting the right fielder, Cooper Wagner.
Bases loaded, 2 people out here. Cooper Wagner stepping up to the plate in the bottom of the second. It's a tie ball game for the Wildcats, looking to make it a Wildcat lead with this pitch here. Called a strike on the inside corner. Looked pretty inside to me, but is a 0-1 count now nonetheless. 0-1 count here to Cooper Wagner with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Braden Kent at first base. Nate Akins at third base. A.J. Muncy at second. Here's the pitch again out of the windup. It is skied down the right field line. It looks like it's going to get foul. Yes, it is. It's going to get foul. We have a 0-2 count now. 0-2 count with 2 outs to Cooper Wagner. He's got to battle up. extend the at-bat, keep the inning going. Next guy up. Got 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bases loaded with 1 run already across here this inning for the Wildcats. Potentially make it more with this swing right here. Here's the pitch. It is fouled straight into Cooper Wagner's foot. 0-2 count now. Still bases loaded. Cooper Wagner is looking to give the Wildcats the lead here. And the pitch from Myers is on its way out of the windup. Here it is. It is skied foul into the cow pasture. It's a good battle here for Cooper Wagner. Seen quite a few pitches so far. Looking to keep it rolling some more, but it is still an 0-2 count. The wind-up delivery once again from our pitcher. Here it is. Skied into right field for Cooper Wagner. It's going to carry a little bit, but the right fielder is there. He's going to make the catch for the 3rd out. It's a bases loaded with nobody out jam for the Wolves pitcher, and he's able to get out of it with 2 infield flies and a fly out to right field with only 1 run crossing the plate. It's a tie game for the Wildcats, 1-1 after 2 innings. And Cole Evans is going to head back out to the mound to keep it a tie game and get the Wildcats back in there for another inning of work. Good productive inning for the Wildcats, making the pitcher do a lot of work there. Would have liked to see some more runs cross the plate, but still tied the game. Lots of baseball left to play. And Cole Evans is out there dealing right now. In a pretty good spot if you were the Wildcats, if you ask me. He's got a few warm-up pitches here before we bring the Wolves out of their dugout to swing the sticks for the 3rd time today for them. Tegan Trent's throw is again right on the money to Nate Akins. Perfect throw, just right at his glove on the dirt.
Of the 3rd inning for Reed Spring, the center fielder, Lucas Hudson.
Leading off the top of the 3rd inning is Lucas Hudson, the center fielder for the Wolves. Evans is looking to keep this a tie ball game. Get a quick 3 outs, get the Wildcat defense back into the dugout and ready to swing the bats. Here's the pitch from him. It's going to be fouled past the right field fence. 0-1 count after the foul ball. We've seen lots of strikes from Cole Evans. Hasn't walked anybody or hit anybody yet, knock on wood, but seen a lot of strikes, first pitch strikes and foul balls, ground balls, lots of contact. Here's the pitch again. Say that, ball in the dirt. 1-1 count now. So 1-1 count to Lucas Hudson, our center fielder for the Wolves today. Evans has a sign from Trent, and he is ready to pitch. Called a strike at the knees there. Like at the knee high, and about probably on the inside half of the plate for him it looked like. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. But the 1-2 pitch is coming from Evans here. It's a ball in the dirt, not a bad 1-2 pitch. See if you can get him to chase one. And now you got to go after him. 2-2. He's evened it up. 2-2 count for Lucas Hudson, looking to be a leadoff man for the Wolves and get their offense rolling. Haven't scored a run since the 1st inning. Had a quick couple hits there in the 1st and haven't seen much from him since. But here's the ground ball to Nate Akins at shortstop. He fields it cleanly, fires it over to 1st, and the runner is safe. Ball was in the dirt. It skips past Braden Kent, but again, Tegan Trent's there to back it up and keep him at 1st. Last time they tried to advance on Tegan Trent on a play like that, they got thrown out at 2nd. Decided to not try their luck this time and stay at 1st. It is a E5 to start the inning, or an E6, excuse me. E6 to start the inning for the Wolves. We've got a runner on first base right now. Stepping up to the plate is our leadoff man, Blake Siege, the shortstop. First base is Lucas Hudson. He's got his leadoff being held on by Braden Kent, and here's the pitch from Evans. It's going to be fouled straight back. 0-1 count now. Reed Spring coach has given his batter, Blake Siege, some signs, telling him what to do. as well as Tegan Trent telling his defense what to do, making sure everyone knows their role. Here's the pitch from Evans. It's going to be a little outside there. 1-1 count now. We've got Charlie Greer, our third baseman, playing in on the grass right now, protecting any sacrifice bunt opportunities they may try to take advantage of. Here's the pitch again. It's a swing and a miss. Tegan back picks the first base. Runner gets back safely. 1-2 count now, with nobody out. 1-2 count, nobody out with a runner on first. Batter is Blake Siege right now, the shortstop for the Wolves. Evans delivers his pitch to him. It is skied into center field. Cash Clark ranges back, and he's there to make the play. It's a pretty hard hit ball from Blake Siege, and a good play from Cash Clark to range back and make the play on the run. It is an L8, a line out to center field for Blake Siege. Stepping up to the dish now is Isaac Hayes, the catcher. First base is still Lucas Hudson, being held on by Braden Kent. Gets picked off over there, but he's back in safely. Charlie Greer still playing on the edge of the grass at third base, protecting the bunt. The pitch from Evans, it's going to be a little high there. It's a 0-1 count, or excuse me, 1-0 count now. One out here in the top of the third inning in this tie ball game. Here's the pitch again from Evans. Another high one. 2-0 count now with a 1 out. Wolves coach has given his hitter and runner some calls again, telling them what to do, making sure they know what their job is. Evans has his sign, comes set, and delivers again. This time it's fouled straight back to the net, make it a 2-1 count. See if he can work all the way back here and even it up. This tie ball game for the Wildcats on this beautiful Monday evening. Evans is ready to pitch again, the 2-1. It's a called strike on the lower half of the zone. Looked like knee high again. 2-2 count now, 1 out with a runner at first base. Isaac Hayes at the dish, the catcher for the Wolves. He flew out to right field his last time up. Cole Evans picks off over to first base again, making sure that runner doesn't take advantage of anything. Might not see very many steals today with a left-handed pitcher on the bump, as well as Tegan behind the bump, who showcased his arm strength. This ball is going to be skied into left field, pretty high up there, but left fielder ranges over to make the play. Doesn't make the play. He doesn't make the play. It's dropped in left field. Not sure if he lost the ball or what, but he looked like he was under it to make the catch, but somehow the ball dropped into left center field. It's only a single. So we have runners at first and second now. Runners at first and second with 1 out on the error in left field. Up to the dish now is Jackson Gregg for the second time, the first baseman. First pitch to him is skied straight up, out of play. It's going to be an 0-1 count to him. It's a 0-1 count to Jackson Gregg, his first time up. He had an RBI single. Responsible of the lone run crossing the plate for the Wolves today. Here's the pitch again. Low and away there. 1-1 count now. 2 runners on with Jackson Gregg at the dish and 1 out. Cole Evans looking to keep this a tie ball game so the Wildcats can take advantage of that in the bottom of the third. The pitch is fouled straight back again. 1-2 count. He's in a bit of a sticky situation now, though, with 2 runners on and 1 out. Could very quickly change, though, with a ground ball, double play. Really just 1 pitch away now. Got the force out at any base on the infield besides home plate. Fired across the infield for the second out at first. Really just 1 pitch away, get the Wildcats back in the dugout. Cole Evans is looking in for his 1-2 pitch. He's got the sign, and here's the delivery. A little high there, 2-2 count now. 2-2, 1 out, 2 on. No runners across the plate so far for the Wolves this inning. Cole Evans comes set after getting his sign from Tegan. Got a little weak foul ball just behind Tegan Trent. Still a 2-2 pitch. Good battle here from Jackson. who, as I said before, is responsible for the 1 RBI to cross the plate for the Wolves so far. He had an RBI single in the first inning. He's looking to repeat that here with another runner on second base. See if he can do that once more. It's a 2-2 count, though. Cole Evans is looking to sit him down here. Here's his 2-2 pitch. It is skied into center field, hit pretty well. Cash Clark ranges back, makes the play for the second out. No runners advance. It's a good play from Cash Clark. Pretty hard hit ball, but Cash Clark ranges back to make the catch for the second out. Pitcher Cash Myers walks up to the dish now. It's 2 outs. Two outs with runners at first and second base. Up to the dish is Cash Myers. Here's the pitch from Evans. It is fouled straight back over the fence towards the concession stand. It's a 0-1 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on here. Here's the pitch again, ball in the dirt. Good block from Teagan to keep it in front. One count to our pitcher Cash Myers. Pitcher battle right now. So he's swinging a miss from Myers to make it a 1-2 count. 1-2 count, no runs across the plate for the Wolves so far. 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Evans is 1 pitch away here to get the Wildcats back in, and here it is. Pretty good pitch there. Myers definitely wanted to swing at it. He almost did, but he held up. It's a 2-2 pitch, or 2-2 count, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Lots of 2s up on the board right now. And here is the pitch from Evans to potentially send the Cats back into the dugout. It's fouled off into the bullpen, just over the bullpen on the Wildcats side. Still a 2-2 count. Another good battle here. The Wolves are definitely making Cole Evans work a little bit. He's throwing a lot of strikes, but they're fouling a lot of things off. Not going down too easy for him. Still 2-2-2-2. Here it is. It's a swing and a miss for Cole Evans. Swing and a miss. A strikeout there to end the inning. 2 runners left on for the Wolves. It's still a tie game. The Wildcats will head back into the dugout and prepare to hit for the bottom of the third inning to potentially break this tie game. Good pitching so far from Cole Evans. See if he can keep it up here. He so far has 4 strikeouts, no walks, no hit by pitches, nothing. Couple errors in the field and he's allowed a couple hits. This is the reason there's a run across the board for the Wildcats today, but he's definitely filled the zone up pretty much his whole outing so far, and the Wildcats are looking to take advantage of that this inning, the bottom of the third when they come up to the dish, but our pitcher, Cash Myers, on the other team is going to get his 5 warm-up pitches. He's going to start those right now. Leading off for the Wildcats, it looks like we are going to have Teagan Trent. Teagan Trent will be leading off. Looks like Cash Myers is finishing up his warm-up pitches. Kind of just waiting on the Reed Spring catcher to get his gear on and run out there so we can start our baseball game back up, but he had to take his helmet and put all his gear on. There he is. He's jogging out there now. Looks like umpire's signaling we've got 2 pitches left. So Myers is going to take those 2 warm-up pitches. Pretty good throwdown from him there. But stepping up to the dish is Teagan Trent.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Wildcats, the catcher, Teagan Trent.
Here comes Teagan Trent to the plate. His last time up, he flew out to center field. He's looking to be a leadoff for the Wildcats to break the tie, be the first runner on with nobody out. And here it is. It's a 0-1 count now after the ball up and away from the Wolves pitcher Myers, Cash Myers. He's got his sign. He's ready to deliver his pitch again. 0-1 count. It is skied straight up on the infield again. Another infield fly. This time nobody's on, though. It is caught by the second baseman. Snow coned out there at second. Almost could have been dangerous, but it is a fly out to the second baseman for Cash Clark. Designated hitter Jack Sutherland walks up to the plate. He struck out his last time up. Looking to lead the Wildcats off here. Here's the pitch to him. It's a called strike on the lower part of the zone. Knee high, it looked like again. 0-1 count with 1 out. Nobody on here for the Wildcats in this tie game in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch from Cash Myers again. It's a little outside there. 1-1 count. 1-1 count now to Jack Sutherland. Here is the pitch from Myers. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but called a ball. 2-1 count now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on for Jack Sutherland, looking to be the leadoff man, or the secondary leadoff man for the Wildcats. Fouled straight back over the netting. 2-2 count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Jack. He's going to have to battle up there, get himself some more pitches, and get him something he can work with, potentially drive out there, get himself some extra bases. And that's going to drill him. 2-2 count. The pitch drills him on the, it looked like the back of his leg. He was able to turn and not get it somewhere that's super painful, but you know, the back of the leg is, it's going to hurt for the first few seconds, but it'll eventually wear off. It's a lot of meat there, so took a pitch in the back of the leg for Jack Sutherland, but that's a runner on base. Runner at first base now. Charlie Greer stepping up to the plate. He reached on an error his first time up. Cash Myers picks off over to first base. Jack Sutherland gets back safely. 1 runner on and 1 out for Charlie Greer, who is 0 for 1 today, but he did reach on an error, was able to get up to second base. First pitch to him is a ball. 1-0 count to Chuck. Looking to drive a ball in the outfield, move the runner up, get some runs across the board for the Cats. Runner takes off. Sutherland's taking off to second, slides in safely. It's a stolen base for the Wildcats. It's a really good jump from Sutherland. Looked like he had him timed up, or pitcher just wasn't paying attention or something, but it was a good jump from Sutherland, allowed him to get up to second base with relative ease. It's a stolen base for Jack Sutherland. It's a 2-0 count now to Chuck with a runner on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch to him. It's a ball in the dirt, and it gets by our catcher, and Jack Sutherland's able to move up to third again. So it's a runner at third base with 1 out now. Really good spot for Chuck in a 3-0 count. Likely not swinging the bat here, but we'll see. 3-0 count for Chuck with 1 out and 1 runner at third base. That runner is Jack Sutherland. Ball on the ground or in the outfield might score him here, but here's the pitch. It's going to be a strike right down the middle, as I predicted. Charlie was not swinging on a 3-0 count. No need to. But now he's got a 3-1 count. Really good hitter's count. See what he decides to do. Probably going to take a good hack here. And the pitch. And it's up. That's ball 4. Runners at first and third now with 1 out. Sets up the double play for the Wolves. But stepping up to the dish now, we have number 12, Nate Akins. Nate Akins hit a single his first time up. Now we've got runners at first and third with 1 out for Akins, looking to get some RBIs here and break the tie ball game here in the bottom of the third. Chuck takes his lead over at first base. And the pitch from Myers is a ball. 0-1 count now. Or 1-0 count, excuse me. Still a tie ball game. Nate Akins would like to change that really quickly. There's a pretty big gap between the third baseman and shortstop over there, and it's going to be picked off over to first base. Chuck takes off anyway. The runner's going to take off home, and he's going to be safe. So Charlie takes off to second base on what looks like to be a design get picked off play. He takes off to second. He is out, but the runner at third base scores. So we now have 2 outs It is a tie ball game and no runners on. Or not a tie ball game, excuse me. It's a 2-1 ball game. It's a 2-0 count now. So it looks like Charlie took off to second base. Pitcher picked off to first. As that pitch is called a strike. It's a 2-1 count now, but Charlie took off to second base, got picked off, and was tagged out trying to advance to second. But while that happened, Jack Sutherland at third was able to score. Pitch is high. It's going to be ball 4 for Akins. Thought that was ball 3, but umpire says it's ball 4. So we have a runner at first base again. Looks like our Wolves pitcher is going to take a slow walk out to the mound. We might see a pitching change or just a mound visit here. It's a 2-1 ball game in the bottom of the third with 2 outs and 1 runner on for the Wildcats. Looks like it might just be a mound visit. I don't see any pitcher walking off the mound or anything, so might just be trying to calm his pitcher down a little bit and get the nerves to settle a bit. Alrighty, looks like they are finished with their mound visit. Coming up to the plate now is number 5, the left fielder, A.J. Muncy. A.J. Muncy was responsible for the first run that came across the board for the Wildcats. He had an RBI single in the second inning. Akins has taken his lead at first. First pitch to A.J. almost hit him. It's a 1-0 count. Akins got a pretty good lead over there at first base, especially with a lefty on the mound. He's taking a good step. Here's the pitch again. It's going to be a called strike. Catcher's definitely thinking about backpicking Nate over there at first, but decided not to throw. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs and 1 runner on. 1 run already across the plate for the Cats this inning. And the ball that trying to pick off Nate, he throws it into right field. Akins is able to move up to second. He's taken off for third base too. He's going to get 2 bases out of this. Nate Akins moves up to third base on the error from our pitcher. Attempted pickoff at first base resulted in a throw that went down the right field line, which allowed Akins to move up all the way to third base. So we have a runner at third now with a 1-1 count and 2 outs here to A.J. Muncy, looking to get his second RBI of the game and extend the Wildcats' lead even further. Here's the pitch to him. Like a called strike. 1-2 count now. 1-2 count to AJ, like I said, with a runner at third and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1 run already across for the Cats. Here's the pitch from Myers. It's going to be swung on and missed by AJ for the third out. It's a swing and a miss to end the Wildcats inning, but they did have a run come across the board to break the tie, so it's now a 2-1 ball game for the Wildcats. 2-1 ball game heading into the top of the 4th inning. The Wolves will have, leading off the top of the 4th for the Wolves will be number 15, Brack Kuzort. Brack Kuzort, his first time up, struck out. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Looks like we've got a new pitcher out there for the Wildcats. Looks like Cooper Wagner's taking the mound now. Cooper Wagner's going to have about 8 warm-up pitches. He's already taken a few of them. Alrighty, we got Cooper Wagner coming in for Cole Evans now.
Wolves. Number 15, Brett Kuzort.
Brett Kuzort is leading off the inning for the Wolves. He'll be the first guy to face Cooper Wagner on the bump today. The first pitch from Cooper is going to be a called strike. Pretty good pitch there to start the inning. It's a very strong fastball right out the gate. Set the tone here in the 0-1 pitch from Cooper. It's a swing and a miss. Another good pitch there. 0-2 count now. See if he can throw another one. 0-2 count for Wagner after 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Here's the third pitch. Pretty close. A little outside, though. 1-2 count now. Nothing hurt. Get a 1-2 count to your leadoff man, Brett Kuzort. Here's the pitch again from Wagner. It's going to be swung on and missed for the strike 3. It's a strikeout to lead off the inning for Cooper Wagner. 4 pitches, 3 strikes. Strikeout. It's a good pitch sequence from Cooper there. Got 1 out now for the Wildcats after the strikeout from Brett Kuzort. Cooper Wagner is ready to face the second man of the inning here. It is number 8, MJ Bridges. First pitch to him was a called strike about knee-high. Here's another pitch from Wagner. It's going to be grounded slowly up the line, but foul. Picked up by Chuck and fired in back to Wagner. 0-2 count to MJ Bridges after the strikeout. 0-2 count with 1 out. Pretty quick inning so far. Cooper Wagner's moving pretty quick. That ball is outside. 1-2 count. He's got a pretty quick pace to him right now. He's not wasting much time out there. Here's his pitch again. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for him. That's 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Cooper Wagner. Coming up to the plate now is Lucas Wattenbarger. His last time up, he grounded out to third base. Grounded out to third base his last time up. Cooper Wagner is ready to make this a quick inning. First pitch is a ball in the dirt. 0-1 count with 2 outs and nobody on here for the Wolves. Trying to potentially tie this game up here in the top of the 4th. Got a swing and a miss there. 1-1 count now. Cooper Wagner, like I said, working very quickly, very efficiently. Pretty quick inning so far. He's ready to pitch again. Here it comes. Swung on and missed again. It's a 1-2 count again. He's had a 1-2 count on all 3 of the batters he's faced this inning. See if he can do it one more time. He's had a 1-2 count with 2 strikeouts. Let's make it a 1-2 count with 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Cooper Wagner. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Pretty good inning for him. Pretty easy inning for the Wildcats defense also. They just didn't have to do anything. But Cooper Wagner struck out all 3 hitters he faced that inning to send the dugout, or to send the Wildcats back into the dugout so they can walk back out there for their 4th inning of offense. Looking to potentially extend this 1-run lead to maybe some more. Looks like the Wolves are going to keep the same pitcher out there. Cash Myers walks out there for his 4th inning of work, excuse me. He's going to have a few warm-up pitches. Leading off for the Wildcats is going to be Braden Kent. Braden Kent leading off this inning. His last time up, he reached on an error. He had the bunt down the third base line that resulted in the pitcher not knowing where to throw it because nobody was covering the base, I believe is what that was. There was nobody there for him to throw it to. But looks like our pitcher is finished with his warm-up pitches. So Braden Kent is walking up to the dish.
Bottom of the 4th inning for the Wildcats, the first baseman, Braden Kent.
We are currently waiting on the umpire, however. Our umpire had some sort of problem going on, so Coach Towell, being the stand-up guy he was, is helping him fix it. Umpire walks back out there, and we should be ready to start this 4th inning of play. Alrighty, here's the pitch from Myers. It's going to be inside. 0-1 count now, or excuse me, 1-0. I keep doing that. It's a 1-0 count. 1-0 count to Braden Kent to start the bottom of the fourth here. The pitch again. It's going to be inside again. 2-0 count now. 2 balls, no strikes to Braden Kent, looking to be the leadoff man for the Wildcats to potentially extend this 1-run lead even further. The pitch once more. It's going to be swung on and missed by Braden. 2-1 count now. 2-1 count. Swung on and missed on the last pitch. Looking to get a base hit here with a hard hit ball. Called strike. A little bit of a late call there. 2-2 count now to Braden Kent. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out for our leadoff man. Here's the 2-strike pitch. It is swung on, roped right to the shortstop who catches it. It's a pretty hard hit ball for BK, unfortunately, just right to the shortstop's glove. So it is 1 out now.
Center fielder, Cash Clark.
Cash Clark steps up to the plate again. His last time up, he had the infield fly. Cash Clark is 1 for 2 today. Looking to make it 2 for 3. He squares around a bunt and takes it back. Looks like it's a ball. 1-0 count now with nobody on and nobody out. Or nobody on and 1 out, excuse me. Here's the pitch to him again. That time it's a called strike. 1-1 count now. 1-1 to Cash. Got battle of Cash Myers and Cash Clark right now. Cash Myers is our pitcher, and here's his pitch to Cash Clark. It's another called strike. 1-2 count now to Cash Clark. Looking to extend this at-bat here, make him work as much as possible, get a potential pitching change, or get a runner on base. It's another curveball. That time it's a little high. 2-2 count, 1 out to Clark. 2-1 ball game for the Wildcats. Wolves put up a run quickly in the first inning, but haven't put anything else across the board since. That ball is roped into the outfield gap for Cash Clark. It's going to get into the gap of right center field. He takes off past his second base. There he goes. He's going to get 3 out of this. Easily going to get a triple standing up. No slide into third base for Cash needed. Got there easily for the stand-up triple with 1 out. Runner at third base after Cash Clark ropes a baseball into the right center field gap. Extends it to 3 bases. Stepping up to the plate now is Jackson Parent with no balls, no strikes, 1 out, and a runner at third base. Looking to extend the Wildcats' lead. Here's the pitch. Ball almost hit him again, but it's a 1-0 count now. Jackson Parent hit an infield fly his last time up and struck out. Before that, he's 0 for 2 on the day. This pitch is fouled straight back to the padding on the wall on the field. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 count. 1 runner at third base, 1 out for Jackson Parent. Ground ball probably scores him. Fly ball definitely scores him. Here's the pitch. It is skied into foul territory. Catcher's ranging over to make a play, and he does. It's a good play by the catcher who's able to catch the pop fly in foul territory, making it 2 outs now for the Wolves, or for the Wildcats. Cash Clark is still standing at third base. Our pitcher now, Cooper Wagner, is walking up to the plate, though. He was hit by a pitch his first time up and flew out to right field his last time. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch from Myers. Called a strike. 0-1 count to Cooper Wagner. Base hit will give the Wildcats a 2-run lead, which he might be able to do. He pokes it foul, just foul. Looked like it might have stayed fair, but kept tailing into foul territory, so it is a foul ball for Cooper Wagner. 0-2 count now, 2 outs with a runner at third base. Runner at third base, 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third base. Cash Clark's going to cross the plate, but Cooper Wagner is safe, so Cash Clark's run scores. The third baseman fielded the little slow roller that was hit to him and decided to do a jump throw, and Cooper Wagner just beat it out. It's an E5 for Cooper Wagner that scores Cash Clark.
Now batting the catcher.
Got a
Tegan
runner on
Trent.
first base, one run across already for the Wildcats this inning. 2 outs, no balls, no strikes, and a runner at first base for Tegan Trent. It's a 3-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to Tegan. It's going to be a little high there. 0-1 count, or 1-0 count. 1-0 count to start Tegan's third at-bat today. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 count with 2 outs, 1 run across the board for the Wildcats this inning. Cash Clark hitting a triple and scoring. Runner takes off for second base. He slides in safely. The pitch was a called strike. It's a 1-2 count after the stolen base. Or a 1-1 count, excuse me. 1-1 count. Got a runner at second base now. One count, 2 outs, runner at second base. Runner at second base is Wyatt Moore. Got a ball a little high, looked like a curved ball. Tried to drop it in the top part of the zone, didn't get low enough. Wyatt Moore is courtesy running for Cooper Wagner at the moment. Cooper Wagner reached on an error, which scored Cash Clark, standing at third base after hitting a triple. Here's the pitch again from Myers. It's going to be fouled off straight back from Tegan. 2-2 count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Wyatt Moore at second base getting a pretty aggressive lead. Might be trying to score on anything in the gap, but he's being held on by both the second baseman and the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Did not look like a very good pitch to me, but it is a called strike 3 nonetheless. Called strike 3 for the Wildcats. That is the third out. Looks like we are going to have the Wildcat defense jog back out there for the top of the 5th inning to keep this a 2-run ball game. See if the Wildcats will keep Cooper Wagner on the bump or if they're going to go with somebody different. I see Cooper jogging back out there, so it looks like he's going to get another inning of work. And it looks like that's absolutely what's going to happen. Cooper Wagner steps up onto the mound to prepare for his 5 warm-up pitches that he's going to get to keep this a 2-run ball game. It is a 3-run lead, or a 3-1 lead for the Wildcats right now in the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Wolves in the top of the 5th inning, though, we are going to have our second baseman today, number 22, Caden Evans. Alrighty, Cooper Wagner's finished his warm-up pitches, and then once again, Tegan Trent fired a dart to second base for his warm-up throw. And like I said, leading off is Caden Evans, our second baseman, number 22. Caden Evans is 0 for 2 today, it looks like. 0 for 1. 0 for 1 today. Is a ball. 1-0 count to start. Cooper Wagner takes the pitch again. It's another ball. It's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch from Wagner. Swing and a miss. First strike of the inning. 2-1 count now. Pitch to him again. It's a ball in the dirt. 3-1 count here. With nobody on to our leadoff man, Caden Evans. Looking to get on base and get the Wolves offense rolling again. It's a swing and a miss. Wagner's worked it full. It's a full count. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on to our leadoff man, Caden Evans. Here's the pitch from Wagner, and it's a called strike right down the middle. He's faced 4 batters. He's struck out all 4 he's faced, and it is the first out of the inning. It's a strikeout for Caden Evans, his second strikeout of the day. Leading off hitting now is Lucas Hudson, the center fielder. He squares away to bunt. It's a called strike. Pulled his bunt back, but the umpire calls it a strike anyway, so it's an 0-1 count with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count for Cooper Wagner now. He's going to look to sit Lucas Hudson down on this next pitch, the 0-2 right here with 1 out. Here's Wagner's 0-2 pitch to Lucas Hudson. And it's a called strike on the inside corner. 5 batters, 5 strikeouts for Cooper Wagner. 5 batters, 5 Ks. It is another strikeout. 2 outs here in the inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the Wolves. The shortstop, Blake Siege, is coming up to the dish for his 3rd at-bat of the day. Alrighty, here's the pitch from Cooper. It is a little outside. 1-0 count. The windup from him. And it's roped to the shortstop, who catches it. Nate Akins makes the play. Roped right to the shortstop. 6 batters, 6 outs. Not a strikeout on the last one for Cooper, but hey, pretty good innings from him. Like I said, 6 batters, 6 outs. Nothing to scoff at. It's a strikeout, and a line out to your shortstop. Very, very quick inning for the Wildcats. Still a 2-0, or not a 2-0, a 2-run ball game. It's a 3-1 ball game heading into the bottom of the 5th. Looks like Cash Myers for the Wolves is going to take the mound for another inning for the Wolves. The Wildcats will look to extend their 2-run lead even further than it already is. Myers will have 5 warm-up pitches. Myers has finished his warm-up pitches. Leading off for the bottom of the 5th inning is Jack Sutherland. Jack Sutherland's our designated hitter today. He is 0 for 1 on the day so far with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. First pitch to him is a ball. It's a 1-0 count to start him off here. Our leadoff man, Jack Sutherland, trying to get on base to get the Wildcats offense rolling again. It's a ball in the dirt there. The Wildcats have scored 1 run in every inning except the first so far. See if they can keep that going. Whereas the Wolves are the opposite. They scored 1 run in the first and haven't touched the scoreboard since. Another ball there. 3-0 count now to Jack Sutherland. Looking to get on base here to start the inning off. Here's the pitch from Myers, the 3-0. It is a ball 4. Ball 4 for Jack Sutherland. Runner at first base for the Wildcats now. Jack Sutherland's second time reaching base today.
Number 8, Chuck Greer.
Up to bat now is Chuck Greer, Charlie Greer. Last time he was up, he walked. He was thrown out trying to advance to second base, which ultimately scored Cash Clark, I believe is who it was. Or it scored, no, it was Sutherland. It was Jack Sutherland that scored. It's a swinging strike, ball in the dirt. Chuck did swing at it, so it's an 0-1 count with a runner at first base. That runner is Jack Sutherland again. Chuck has reached base twice today, once on an error and once on a walk. Second pitch is called a strike. It's an 0-2 count to him now. 0-2 count to Charlie with a runner at first base and nobody out. Cash Myers has a sign, comes set. Jack Sutherland takes off to second base. It's a swing and a miss from Charlie, but Sutherland is safe at second base after the strikeout from Chuck. So 1 out, so a runner advances to second. 1 out after the strikeout with a runner at second base. And up to bat now is Nate Akins. Nate Akins is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. He's looking to drive in a run. Jack Sutherland at second base with only 1 out. It's a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, so 0-1 count to start the at-bat. Myers has a sign. Sutherland takes a good lead off at second, being held on by the shortstop, though. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Nate Akins. 0-2 count now. 0-2 count with a runner at second base and 1 out for Akins. No runs across the board so far, or across the plate so far for the Wildcats this inning. They do lead 3-1, though. Akins calls a timeout. Didn't like how long the pitcher was taking. Wanted to reset, step out, get his mind right. Steps back into the box, ready to take his 0-2 pitch. See if he can work the count here and potentially extend the at-bat, but here's the 0-2. It is swung on and skied straight back to me, but it's going to get right on top of my head if I didn't have a roof over it. Fouls it straight back. It's an 0-2 count still. Myers has a sign, ready to pitch again. Sutherland not being held on as bad at second now. This ball is skied pretty high out to left field. Left fielder is under it and makes the play. Sutherland scurries back to second base. Nate Akins flies out to left field for the second out. It's a decently hard hit ball, just found the left fielder's glove. It was hit pretty high. It is the second out of the inning for the Wildcats. A.J. Muncy stepping up to the plate. He had an RBI single back in the second inning to start the Wildcats' day offensively. But he is 0 for 1, striking out his last time up. Or 1 for 2, excuse me. This time he ropes it in the outfield again for a single and might score another one. Here comes Sutherland around third base. He's going to scurry across the plate safely. Didn't even have to slide. It wasn't that close of a play. A.J. Muncy with his second RBI of the day. A single, pretty much the same spot he hit a single in the second inning as well, just over the shortstop's head, but it is another RBI single. Doesn't matter how it happens. All that matters is that it did happen. Good job, A.J. Muncy, for the second RBI single of the day for him. Runner at first base now with 2 outs for the Wildcats in this 4-1 ball game. Pick off A.J., but he is back in safely. Could probably get another step or 2 over there. Braden Kent stepping up to the plate now. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Now he gets hit by a pitch. Takes first base. Runners at first and second base now with 2 outs. Wildcats are back to the top of the lineup once again here in the 5th inning. Cash Clark, the center fielder, is walking up to the plate. He tripled back in the 4th inning and eventually came around to score. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a triple, and a flyout. See if he can make it 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs here. But here's the pitch from Myers. It's going to be inside a little bit. 1-0 count to start. Braden Kent at first base with A.J. Muncy at second base. And at the plate we have Cash Clark. Ready to take his 1-0 pitch, which is on its way from Myers right about now. It is roped down the line into left field. Yes, it gets down. It's going to get down for Clark's 3rd hit today. It's going to score 2 runs. Braden Kent runs around third. He's going to chug home. He's going to slide in safely. Cash Clark gets the 3rd again, who rounds third and scurries on back. It is an RBI double. We'll call it a double, and he moves up to third on the throw. It's an RBI double for Cash. His 3rd hit of the day today.
Jackson Purse.
Up to bat now is Jackson Purse. Jackson Purse is coming in to hit for Jackson Parent. Got 2 runs across on the double by Cash Clark down the left field line. He absolutely roped that ball past the left fielder. Got to second base with ease and advanced to third on the throw that was trying to get Braden Kent scurrying home. Scored 2 runs on that. It's now a 6-1 ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Cash Clark is once again at third base with 2 outs. Got Jackson Purse at the plate now, who skies one pretty deep, pretty far out there in left center field. It's going to carry back, and it's going to get down for a double at least. It gets down, looks like it bounced and touched the wall in the gap in deep left center field. Jackson Purse is able to get a double out of it and moves up to second base, which scores Cash Clark. It is now a 7-1 ball game for the Wildcats. 7 runs across today for them, only 1 run for the Wolves. And now our pitcher, Cooper Wagner, steps up to the plate, looking to extend the lead again. Cats have had a pretty good inning so far. They would like to keep it rolling. Here's the pitch from Myers to Cooper Wagner, who fouls it straight back. It's a 0-1 count to start him off. 2 outs with a runner at second. Jackson Purse being the runner at second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Myers. It is skied out to right field. Right fielder ranges back for it and makes the play. Started backpedaling a little bit for him. Thought it might get over his head, but he makes the play successfully for the 3rd out. The Wildcats will head back into the dugout and grab their things to play some defense. Cooper Wagner might be heading back out there for his 3rd inning of work, but we will see. A couple runs come across the board for the Wildcats that inning on a double by Cash Clark and a double by Jackson Purse as well as a single from A.J. Muncy. And it looks like Cooper Wagner is going to head out there for his 3rd inning of work. Why not? He's done pretty good to this point. 6 batters, 5 strikeouts, no hits, no walks, none of that. Let him keep rolling. He's going to have 5 warm-up pitches in this 6-run ball game. The Wolves' time is running out. We are in the top of the 6th inning. They will need to rally some hits and walks and string some things together to be able to come back in this ball game and stand a chance against the Wildcats. It's just, like I said, 6-run ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. So far, the Wildcats have played pretty well. Defense has been good. Pitching's been pretty solid. Hitting and offense has obviously been pretty good. There were a couple times early in the game where there were some runners left on base, but these last couple innings, they've really capitalized on base runners and moving people up. Done a really good job on all that. It looks like Cooper Wagner's finished his warm-up pitches. And Isaac Hayes, number 10 for Reed Spring, the catcher, is going to lead off the inning. We will see what Cooper Wagner has for him right now. First pitch is a swinging strike, 0-1 count to him. It's a good first pitch for Cooper. Here's the second pitch. Called strike again on the outside corner, 0-2 count. He's just walking up there, firing him in, not taking any time in between pitches. The third pitch is grounded right over to BK, who says, "Thank you very much," grabs it and steps on the base. Didn't even have to move an inch there. It's a gift for a first baseman. As a former first baseman myself, that was my favorite play. I had to field the ball and step on the base, not move at all. It's a good little cookie for Braden Kent. Gets to get in the game and not have to run. Alrighty, stepping up to the dish now is Jackson Gregg, the first baseman, who skies one pretty deep out there to right field, but right fielder is able to backpedal straight back and make the play. It's a little sketchy there for a second. He started just running backwards, but He made the play nonetheless. Cash Myers takes the first pitch, which is a strike. 0-1 count here with nobody on and 2 outs. Cooper Wagner, a very efficient game to this point. It's a swinging bunt, or not a swinging bunt, but a foul ball down the third base line. 2 strikes. 0-2 count with 2 outs here to Cash Myers. It's a ball. Looked like trying to bust a curveball down into the zone. Like he tried to snap it off a little too high, though. But here comes his 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, not a bad 1-2. Try to get him to chase there. Got to come back at him, though. 2-2 pitch now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for Cash Myers here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Wagner. It is swung on and missed. Swung on and missed. That is out number 3. Yes, it is out number 3. It looked like the Wildcats were kind of confused on how many outs there were, but that was out number 3. They're going to head back into the dugout and prepare for the 6th inning of offense. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. We're going to see who the Wolves decide to send out there for the bottom of the 6th inning. Likely not the same pitcher. He's probably coming up on his pitch count, but it looks like they're going to send him out there nonetheless. Okay. Cash Myers walks out there for his 6th inning of work. And he's going to have 5 warm-up pitches, and then the Wildcats will be ready to swing the sticks and get the bottom of the 6th inning rolling and potentially put some more runs on the board. If the Cats are able to put 4 runs across the board, I believe that would be ball game by run rule standards. They would just have to find a way to score 4 runs against Cash Myers again, but they did do that last inning, so we will see. Looks like he's finishing up his warm-up pitches.
Hitting off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Wildcats, the catcher,
Tegan
Tegan Trent.
Trent is leading off the 6th inning for the Wildcats. Cash Myers still on the bump right now. Here's his pitch to Tegan. It is swung on, grounded pretty hard to the third baseman, who makes a really good play to keep that ball in front. Wyatt Moore over at first base. The pitch from Myers is a ball outside. It's a 1-0 count now. Roman Minke's first at-bat of the day, pinch hitting for Charlie Greer. And the pitcher steps off. Didn't like the way the runner was looking. Just kept staring over there at him. He's got his sign. Here's the pitch again. Didn't look like he really came set there, but nonetheless, it's a foul ball. It's a little check swing bunt type of deal from Minke. So 1-1 count with 1 out and a runner on here for Roman. See what he can do here in his first at-bat of the game in this 6-run ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Myers. It's a little high there, 2-1 count now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. No runs across here so far for the Wildcats. And here's the pitch. Runner takes off to second base. Roman smacks this ball into center field. Center fielder is able to run back and make the catch while Wyatt Moore scurries on back to first base safely. It was an absolute rocket sent out to center field from Roman, but unfortunately the center fielder made a pretty good play on it, and the first runner at first base was required to scurry on back.
Now batting number 2, Easton Hampton.
Number 2, Easton Hampton is subbing in now. Easton Hampton's coming in for Nate Akins. Got no balls, no strikes, 2 outs with a runner at first base for Hampton. See what he can do here. Myers comes set after getting his sign, and he's ready to deliver his pitch again. Here it is. It's a ball, a little up and away there. 1-0 count to Easton Hampton. Taps his bat on the plate, ready to take his 1-0 pitch. Here it comes from Myers. Never mind, it's a pickoff to first, but Wyatt Moore gets back safely. Pickoff to first base resulted in nothing much. Wyatt could probably get another lead over there, but it is a 6-run ball game. Not really sure if you need to. He takes off anyway, doesn't matter what I think. And he's going to slide into second base safely. Ball gets into center field. Thought about going to third base, but he decided to just sit there anyway. Got a runner on second base after the stolen base from Wyatt Moore. Got there pretty quick. Good jump. Was able to get there, slide in safely. 2-0 count, though. 2-0 count with a runner at second base and 2 outs here for Easton Hampton. See if he can drive in a run. Make this a 7-run ball game. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back to the netting. Good thing we got netting there. 2-1 count now. 2-1 count. 7 runs for the Wildcats. 2-1 run for the Reed Spring Wolves in this bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at second base for the Wildcats. And then here's the pitch to Easton Hampton, which is skied straight up. It might stay in play. Catcher's ranging over. He slides to make the play, but he does not come away with it. It's a good effort from him. It's just a few inches away from that ball, but it's a very good effort on the catcher and the first baseman's part to get over there and make a play. But it is Easton Hampton's second chance now. 2-2 count after that foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner at second base and number 2 at the plate. 2-2, 2-2, and 2. Lots of 2s here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second, number 2 at the plate. And here is the pitch from Cash Myers. Let's see what the 2-strike pitch looks like. It's going to end up hitting Easton Hampton. It's going to hit Easton Hampton again. That's like the 3rd or 4th batter that's been hit today for the Wildcats. So we've got a runner at first base and second base now with 2 outs. Looks like the Wolves coach is going to head out there and talk to the pitcher. A.J. Muncy will be our next batter, but we will more than likely see a pitching change here. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like we're going to see a pitching change. Myers just handed his coach the ball and was told to head somewhere, so it looks like we are going to see a pitching change. Looks like number 1 for the Wolves will be taking over. Number 1's going to be taking over the pitching duties for him. He will have 8 warm-up pitches to prepare for the Wildcats, and he will face A.J. Muncy. A.J. Muncy will be his first batter with 2 outs and 2 runners on in this 6-run ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Aiden Walker, number 1, is on the mound, taking over for Cash Myers, number 14. Alrighty, Aiden Walker has finished his warm-up pitches. He will face AJ Muncie for his first batter of the game. We've got 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs across the plate for the Wildcats this inning so far, but let's see if AJ Muncie can change that. AJ's already got 2 singles and 2 RBIs this game. Let's see if he can do it again. Alrighty, here's the pitch. It is a called strike in the top of the zone. 0-1 count to AJ to start his at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Got Easton Hampton at first base after his hit by pitch. Aiden Walker gets his sign, he comes set, and he's ready to deliver home. It's a ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher to keep it in front. 1-1 count now. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runners on. AJ Muncie ready to drive in some runs here. Like I said, he's already got 2 singles and 2 RBIs this game, looking to make that more. Third pitch of the at-bat's a little high there, though. Hard to hit that one. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Two-one count, 2 outs. 2 runners on to AJ Muncie here. Aiden Walker with the pitch. Decides to pick off to second base or do a little inside move action that doesn't result in much. Gets his sign, comes set again, and he's ready to deliver his 2-1. Here it is with the slide step. Little high there, 3-1 pitch now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to AJ Muncie. Good hitters count here. See if he can get one that he wants to hammer away on. Alrighty, here's the pitch to AJ with the 3-1 count. He does hammer it into center field. It's gonna get caught by the center fielder. It's a pretty hard hit ball out there. Not a bad at-bat for AJ Muncie, but it is a fly out to center field nonetheless to end the inning. It is 3 outs for the Wildcats, but they will head back out there in the top of the 7th with a chance to win it. We will see who the Wildcats will send out to the bump for this final inning of work. It looks like Jack Sutherland. Jack Sutherland's going to take over on the bump for Cooper Wagner, who had a really good 2 or 3 innings of work.
For the Wildcats, number 26, Jack Sutherland.
Jack Sutherland has the job of finishing this game up with a 6-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. He's going to have a few warm-up pitches to get loose and prepare himself for the final 3 outs of the ballgame. Got Dallas Boyer behind the plate now as well for Jack Sutherland. It's like Jack's finishing his warm-up pitches. He's only got a couple more left. Dallas makes his throw down to second base. And we are ready for baseball. Leading off this inning is going to be
Leading off the top of the 7th inning for the Wolves, number 15, Brack Kuzort.
Brack Kuzort, number 15, is going to be leading off for the Wolves. The first pitch is a ball. Got a 1-0 count to start here. Jack Sutherland looking to get this inning over as quickly as possible. Second pitch is fouled out of play. It's a 1-1 count now. 1-1 count with nobody out and nobody on here for the Wolves. in this final inning of work. Sutherland gets his sign from Dallas Boyer behind the plate now. Pitches in the dirt. It's a 2-1 count. Sutherland toes the rubber and comes set after getting the sign again. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It is fouled straight back. 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out and nobody on for our leadoff man, Brack Kuzort. Jack Sutherland is ready to finish the game here. He is 3 outs away. Here is his 2-2 pitch. It drills him. It's a 2-2 hit by pitch for Brack Kuzort. Going to have a runner at first base now for the Wolves here in the top of the 7th inning. MJ Bridges walks up to the plate for his 3rd at-bat of the day. Got a runner at first base this time. Runner at first base, nobody out. Here's the pitch. It's a little high there, 1-0 count. Brack Kuzort over at first base, taking his lead, being held on by Braden Kent. And the pitch from Sutherland. It's a called strike on the outside corner, 1-1 count. 1-1 count to MJ Bridges. And here's the pitch. It's a foul ball straight back. 1-2 count now. It's a 1-2 count with nobody out and a runner at first base. One-two count to MJ Bridges. Here's the pitch from Sutherland. Looked like he wanted to swing, but decided not to. It's a 2-2 count now with no outs, runner at first base in this 6-run ball game here in the top of the 7th inning. Sutherland is ready to deliver again. It's a little outside. He's worked it full. It's a 3-2 count now. Full count with nobody out and Brack Kuzort standing at first base, being held on by Braden Kent. Here's the pitch again from Sutherland, and swung on and missed for strike 3. It's the first out of the 7th inning here. Swung on and missed from Jack Sutherland. Swung on and missed. It's a good strike 3 pitch there from Jack, making it 1 out with a runner at first base. Here is Lucas Wattenbarger for his 3rd at-bat of the day. He is grounded out to third base and struck out. First 2 pitches he's seen are both balls. It's a 2-0 count with 1 out and a runner at first. Here's the pitch from Sutherland. Swung on and missed. 2-1 count now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. See if Sutherland can get a ground ball here. Or swing and a miss works too. It is now 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for the Wildcats. Sutherland's worked it back even. He gets his sign, and here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. What a pitch from him. Good pitch from Jack Sutherland on the outside corner for out number 2. Strike 3 from Jack. Another good pitch from him. Still runner at first base, but now with 2 outs. The leadoff hit by pitch hasn't amounted to anything so far. The next 2 batters have struck out. Jack Sutherland will look to keep it that way. Here's the pitch to him. It's going to be a little low. At the plate now, though, we have Caden Evans, the second baseman, number 22. First base, we still have Brack Kuzort. It's a called strike there from Jack Sutherland. It's a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Comes set. Here's the 1-1. How about 1 ball and 2 strikes now? We are 1 strike away. The Wildcats are 1 strike away from winning this ball game. Sutherland just needs 1 more pitch, and the game is over. Here's the 1-2 right now. It's a little high. Looked like tried to drop a breaking ball into the zone there for him, but it was a little high and tight. Still 1 pitch away. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out count here with number 22 at the plate. in the dirt. He has worked it back full. It's a full count now. Runner at first base will be in motion. Runner at first base is going to take off with the pitch. It's a 3-2 count to Caden Evans, our second baseman. Here's the pitch from Sutherland, and it's a ball 4. Ball 4. It's a live ball. Runner at first and second base now with 2 outs. Still 1 pitch away. Nothing really hurt that bad. Lucas Hudson, the 9-hole hitter, our center fielder, is up to the dish now. Runner at first and second base with 2 outs. Sutherland looking to get 1 pitch on the ground to end this ball game. And here's the pitch. Swing and miss. First pitch. 0-1 count to start out the at-bat for Lucas Hudson. Here's the pitch from Sutherland again. This time it's a called strike instead of a swinging strike. It's a called strike on the outside corner of the plate. Pretty good pitch from him there. See if he can get another one up in there. For strike 3. It is an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a little inside, almost hit him. 1-2 count now. 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Sutherland is 1 pitch away from winning the game for the Wildcats here. Just need a strike. And here's that pitch from Sutherland. A little high, looked like a pretty good pitch, but it's ball 2. 2-2 count with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on first base, or 2 runners on base, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It is grounded right back to Jack, who makes the play. He's got all the time in the world, throws it to first base, and the ball game is over. The final score is 7-1, Wildcats lead. The Wildcats walk away with the victory against the Reed Spring Wolves by a final score of 7-1. It's a really good game overall for the Wildcats. We had lots of really good pitching performances, only allowing 1 run in the first inning. Cole Evans was able to get a few innings of work out of the starting role and then finished up by Cooper Wagner and Jack Sutherland. Jack Sutherland was able to get the closing inning done pretty quickly and efficiently. A couple runners were on base, but nothing hurt too bad. Just the 1 run across the board today for the Wolves way back in the first inning, and the Wildcats did a really good job of keeping them together and making sure that nobody else crossed the plate for them. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us today. Once again, it was a Wildcats win, 7-1, final score today, 7-1 over the Reed Spring Wolves. I will be back here tomorrow night for the game, so I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.